Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone, rule web, and the great example to his younger brothers in the truth, and peace and blessing to the hopeful elect, Lord willing this edifying. And this a video from Dabu 7. It reads, disclosure, um, intelligence, of, intelligent intelligence officials say the U.S. has retrieved multiple craft of non-human origins. Esau, Esau, you through, man. But let's play a little bit of it.
When you say crash retrieval, what do you mean?
These are retrieving non-human origin technical vehicles, call it spacecraft if you will. It's probably not the right parlance, but no kidding, non-human, exotic origin vehicles that have either landed or crashed.
We have spacecraft from another species.
We do, yeah.
How many?
Quite a number.
And this is Dabu 7. I'm going to play more video here in just a second. This is all from an upcoming interview that is about to be released with David Grush. He is a
This the book of Second Corinthians, chapter 2, and verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Now we know damn well the chariots don't crash. And what Esau coming with this 60, I think it's a 60-minute uh uh interview or whatever. Esau is finna get the people to believe. He finna try to get the people to believe that aliens, aliens. He don't want the people believing what we teaching that the so-called UFOs are. He don't want the people believing that the vehicles, the UAPs and UFOs, um he don't want the people to believe what we telling them it is because they know it's the truth. So they want to keep the people thinking about Martians, the invasion when Mars invade, or what it is, world, world. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Damn, what's the name of that movie? World at War or some shit with the big chariot. I think Tom Cruise and shit in it. Sarah Connor. Is that word? I don't know. Shit. Like them UFO move where aliens invade. But damn, I wish I knew where it was. I'm gonna try to find it before I upload this video. Where somebody brought up how they was talking about they was gonna, some a leaked document. Matter of fact, I think was it him? No, he was talking about something else. The dude that died, they got him out of there. He was talking about something else though. He was saying it's some video. I'm gonna try to find it and put it at the end, clip it in, Lord willing, if I can find it. And they were saying that they gonna try to come with a in 2024. They gonna Project Bluebeam. This what they were saying. Could it be 2024? It could be this year. It could be next year. It could be the year after that. We don't know, man. Lord willing, it don't be no year after that. But they talking about uh so like talking about a stage in Blue Project Bluebeam alien invasion, so to speak. And they say it's gonna be real damage, and the military or some shit gonna be inflicting damage, and Esau probably gonna act like he gonna save the day. He gonna come through with his fighter jets and fake blow him up. But you you know how Esau finna try to twist it. This nigga, if he do that, he finna pull out he finna use everything he got to deceive the people, man. He trying to overthrow your faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai by telling you, oh yeah, we retrieve spacecrafts. And you got weak niggas in the truth, they gonna fall out. Oh, the angels ain't in the chariots, them actual aliens. You dumb nigga. You gonna have motherfuckers who faithless. who just know they Israelites who gonna stop believing in the chariots because they said they recover some. Watch. Oh, the chariots ain't no angels in there. You know, them actual aliens. You know, watch.
Former UAPTF investigator who was given access to over 2,000 special programs. And one of the biggest bombshells of this whole thing is that this man has been given approval by our government to make the statement.
And that right there should let you know that it's some fishy going on, man. Cause when do the government ever, just lead you the right way? Like, yeah, go tell them this. Go, this nigga is an agent, man. They got this nigga set up to lie to you, man, and have people believing that these are actual aliens, and then motherfuckers who borderline who weak in the truth, who ain't of the elect ultimately, gonna believe it, gonna fall out, gonna stop serving the Lord or whatever, and and believe, oh yeah, them ain't no real aliens. I mean, the angels, they gonna just believe what Esau tell them. But we know what's in those unidentified aerial phenomena, the ones that disappearing and reappearing and shape shifting and splitting apart. And look, them not crashing. Whether the Lord playing with this nigga and crash some shit that wasn't nothing in, and that's on the Lord. But the real chariots that Esau be saying, they not gonna crash, man. They come on, man. We talking about spiritual crafts that don't. Here it is. They can go in the sun and and disappear and reappear and go underwater and do all these things, but they can crash. Esau, you through, man. Look, the Lord gonna fuck you up. The Lord's gonna kill you fucking Edomites, man. The Lord's gonna come back and he gonna take the earth, man. Like Brightburn, take the world. Take the world. Ah, the Lord gonna come back and he gonna roar as a travailing woman. That war cry. The Lord is pissed with you fucking Edomites. And we are too, man. But we wait on the Lord. Ain't nothing we can do to you. You got the power, you know? But the Lord gonna come back and he gonna fight our battle. And he gonna redeem us. He gonna deliver us up out of this place. And he gonna destroy you fucking Edomites and your armies and your weak ass military. You know?
That he's making. Not like Edward Snowden or anyone else. He's been given approval. So many are asking the question, is this soft disclosure? Is this the beginning? I've warned you about the fallen. I'll give more thoughts here at the
And this nigga bugged that. Talking about the fallen. The fallen that is speaking of in the scripture is talking about Israel falling from that he talking about the Nephilim and all this shit. But the fallen in the scripture when they're talking about the fallen ones in Genesis, it's talking about uh the sons of God who fell from that lofty estate, ruling over the people, that's what it's talking about. It ain't talking about no goddamn Satan and his serpent friends, man.
end.
Both Leslie and Ralph and I have done very methodical checking into his background. We've assessed his credibility, and more importantly, we've verified with many independent sources that he is who he says he is. He's basically he's one of the guys who quite literally was involved in putting together the presidential daily briefing for the President of the United States.
Why would you believe this? Who cares? You think we believe the president of the United States because he put some shit? We know this nigga lying. This nigga finna get on 60 Minutes and lie his ass off. Over 2,000 of them. Get your dumb ass out. These are the Edomites that the Bible speak of. These are the same Romans who persecuted us in 78. These are the Edomites, man. These fucking Edomites know that they going down and they trying to upset prophecy however they can. That's why I say at least Satan should get an advantage of us. We are not ignorant of this guy's devices, man. That love finna fuck you Edomites up, man. You just wait on it. You just sit your goofy looking long nose ass there and wait on it, man.
He was cleared so highly with his top secret SCI compartmented clearance that he was given access to over 2,000 special access programs. And before any of you leap to conclusions and assume that he's another Edward Snowden or another person who's breaking the law to bring this information to the public, the extraordinary thing about Dave Grush's revelations are that he is making them under the authorization of the Defense Office Pre-Publication Security Review. He has been approved by the US Department of Defense to do the interview he's done with me and with Leslie Kean and Ralph Blumenthal. I like to think, I'd hope, that this indicates a pleasant level of openness by the US Defense Department. But as Dave candidly has told me, he believes it's more a necessity for the US Defense Department. He's determined he wants to tell his story, and I think they see the DOPSA review as a way of trying to control his narrative. But it's hugely significant because essentially he has put what he wants to talk about to the US Defense Department, and he has received approval from the US Defense Department to talk about what he reveals to both Leslie Kean and Ralph Blumenthal and myself.
As you can see here, this is a man that had high level clearance across the board, and the U.S. government has given him approval to release these statements. And as he says, he feels that it is a necessity for the government to do this. A lot of people speculating that something huge is about to go down. Big announcements. We can say, though, at this point, I feel that this is definitely soft disclosure. It may roll over into even bigger disclosure, and it may be the biggest bit of information that they've ever dropped on the masses. It seems that, for what he's saying, they need to do this, and it seems the time is sooner than later. Do not forget that your Bible has told you that the fallen have been here since day one. They
Oh man, he bugging out. I don't like the rest of it. This Second Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 4. So like Second Corinthians chapter 4. Second Corinthians chapter 4. Yeah, I'm right. Verse 1. It reads, therefore, seeing we have this ministry as we have received mercy, we faint not. You know, so this nigga ain't gonna be able to come deceive us, man. You know, there's no enchantment against Jacob, but 2/3 of our people they gonna fall for. They gonna believe this shit. They gonna be like, "Yup, it's UFO." Looking at it, it say, we faint not, but we have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of the Lord deceitfully, but by the manifestation of the truth, commending ourselves to every man's conscience in the sight of Yahweh. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the gods of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of this glorious gospel of Hamashiach, whom is the image of Yahweh, should shine unto them. You know, see the gods of this world. 2/3 of our people, they gonna hear this. This gonna be all over the internet. It's gonna be all over the news, all over TV, and our people gonna believe it. Yeah, they saying they got a whole bunch of unhuman or outer space crafts from aliens. Watch niggas believe, eat it up, and gonna run with it. But this, we gonna see how many of these chariots, the real chariots, Esau gonna take out when the Lord return, man. And it ain't gonna be not one, man. You know this nigga lying, man. You know this nigga just lying. He lying cause he finna do some. He finna do something else. He finna, hey, by them telling this man to go say this, they probably finna do that fake that FF, man. that invasion. But the Lord really is gonna invade these people, invade this earth with his troops, man. And it ain't gonna be one of them that's gonna fall and crash to the ground, man. Every last one of them come back and do what they gotta do, and not one of them is gonna fall, man. To no missile or nothing. This second Exodus chapter 2 and verse 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, because this is coming. He dreamed a dream about the Lord return. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, these so-called UFO, UAPs, that they saying that they got 2,000 of retrieved, that landed or crashed, and they retrieved them. Come on, man. With the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all them that trembled, and all the things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number, for the four from the four winds of the heaven, to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain, and that's that fathership, and flew upon it. And they say, Salakia. Let me read verse 5. I'm reading too fast. Let me read, folks. It say, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth filleth when it filleth the fire. Because the Lord gonna be shooting laser beams at shit, fucking people up, man. Because the Lord ain't coming back. What have you done? No, Yahweh Shai is coming back to slaughter shit, man. And we just hope to be on his good side, and he just fight all our battles that we have going on in the earth. He deal with our enemies that we have. You know, that's all we hoping. That's why we do what we do, man. We are the Lord's men. We all we here to do is prophesy. We just fishing. We just fishers. You know, we just here to finish the Lord's work. That's it, man. And I'm here to tell you these niggas lying, man. Hey, Esau is lying right now. Esau ain't got no goddamn, no UFOs, not no real ones. If he do got anything, ain't no angel crashed parked this chariot and lost it, man. It got lost on earth. And Esau recovered his chariot. Now the angel walk around stuck on earth because Esau Edom took his chariot to goddamn Area 51, whatever that shit called, to Antarctica or some goddamn underground bunker somewhere. No, man. Come on, man. Stop playing. It's saying, after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the earth of heaven, to subdue the man that came out of the sea. And these all the armies that's gonna gather together to fight against the Lord. But I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain, and flew up upon it. But I would have seen the region or place without the hill was graven and cut out. That's how big that chariot gonna be. Independence Day. That, like the chariot that popped up on Independence Day, that's how the Lord gonna come back, how his fathership gonna be. Huge. You know, but it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be gold, silver, precious stones, metals you never seen before. You know, and the Lord coming back traveling in the greatness of his strength, man. Ready to subdue these people, man. It say, and after this I beheld, and lo, all that gathered together, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue like he cast out tempests, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one of them, so that upon a sudden of an unknown multitude nothing was to be perceived but only dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. And the Lord finna come back and Esau, you heard that? The Lord ain't gonna lift up no sword. Lord, oh my goodness, man, I can't wait till we get the fuck up out this bitch, man. Man, Esau, just do what you gotta do, nigga. If you got 2,000 UAPs, UFO, whatever you got, go ahead and a lot of these motherfuckers, you gonna deceive those who not of the elect, but the elect of the Lord hear his voice and they gonna follow him. We don't believe you, nigga. We don't believe shit come out your mouth, man. You know? Come on, man. But that's pretty much the point. Lord, with Mr. Edifying, I want to end it giving all honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone, rule web and the great example to the young brothers in the truth. Peace and blessing to the whole family. Shalom, Kwame Shalom, blah, blah. Don't be deceived by this bull crap, man. You know, you're trying to overthrow the faith of the elect, but it ain't gonna happen. There's no enchantment against Jacob. Shalom.